Ikan Ras.
Bagus! Good morning! That's on my mark. Welcome to another episode of
What are you doing this week?
I'm Ben.
I'm Pam, and join us on our journey as we learn to translate kind thoughts into action.
I love that. If you put both our names together, it becomes BAM. Yeah.
Bam!
I sense a lot of inertia from not being able to travel.
Yes!
Ah!
Yeah!
We love Singapore, but we also want to travel. I want to ask you as well, what do you think of when I pair the word overseas with classrooms?
I would think maybe exchange programs, volunteering trips.
Volunteering. Do you have any experience volunteering overseas?
I went to a YEP trip to Cambodia.
Well, what did you do there?
I planted coconut trees.
Oh.
Yeah.
What else did you do besides planting coconuts?
We taught the kids how to set up a small business. We made mango jam from like the neighbors' mangoes. And then we taught them like, how to sell, how to earn some profit.
We're here today at the Red Box. We're gonna grab all these guys, all of y'all with your equipment, and we're gonna go inside.
Okay, so you carry that one, I carry this one.
I got back pain because I'm old, so you go ahead. Yeah, have fun.
We're gonna plant coconut trees.
Hey, cepat lah. Hello? They locked us out. I guess it's a wrap. Okay, go home.
Bye!
Hello? Back here once again in the Red Box. Hey, what?
Got a shock as well. I was expecting you.
Munah Bagarib,
That's right.
as I live and breathe. A wonderful surprise, everybody. What are you doing here?
Okay, so I don't know how much you know yet, but you guys will be interacting with children from Indonesia.
When I think of Bahasa, I think of Munah Bagarib.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it?
I think
Yes.
many people don't know this, but I'm gonna impart my knowledge to you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just want to be part of it. What did you guys think you'll be doing though?
Okay, so they told us volunteer work, overseas volunteer work. So we thought, planting trees and building houses.
I'll bring you into this
A
world. Come
fairy
on.
god volunteer.
Oh, yeah.
It's magical.
Float with me, please.
She's not
Yes,
even. She's not
that's
even
right.
walking. She's floating
No,
on.
I'm floating, yeah.
Is that how
Float
they
with
volunteer?
me.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so I have Rashika and Dawn with me from Youth Corps. Maybe you can tell us what YEP stands for.
Alright, YP stands for Youth Expedition Project, and it's overseas service learning program conducted by Youth Corps Singapore, and it's a platform for our local youths to reach out to overseas communities,
And what are some of the overseas communities that you reach out to?
mainly ASEAN countries, so like Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand as well. We also reach out to India and China as well.
I've been to
Yeah.
YEP trips.
Yeah.
I just want to know what's the difference now, now that we can't travel and I understand that now it's more virtual. I would think that it's slightly more different because you don't get the physical interaction.
I guess the only difference is that we're not physically there, but we can still continue to do the good work that we want to do.
This is my first time with you guys. So for YEP freshmen like myself, what are some tips that you can give to us, whether it's engaging with them virtually or maybe in the future traveling?
First tip that I can give is, because it's an overseas volunteering program, right? It would be to know their culture. Do your research beforehand, and you want to be as respectful as possible. So to do that, you have to have the knowledge to know what's offensive and what's not. I think the most important thing is to be going in with the intention that you are serving a community instead of you are helping a community in a sense. You should be acting out of a heart of serving someone, out of empathy instead of sympathy.
Maybe then you can share some like language, because I know language might be one of the challenges that you go through. I mean, like even for myself, I'm not the most I'm not the greatest in bahasa, but maybe like little things that we can say to them.
Okay, so it's like a morning program, right? So the first thing is to say good morning.
Selamat pagi.
Yes.
Cherry.
Cherry.
Yeah.
Selamat pagi.
Okay, good.
I love seeing like Pam being happy.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, then after that you introduce your name, you introduce yourself. So you go nama saya, your name.
Nama saya.
Wow.
Yes, that works.
Thanks.
Sure.
Very nice.
Next, like just as a greeting, you can ask how are you? So you ask apa khabar?
Apa khabar?
Yes, correct.
Like that.
Yes. I feel like she's gonna tag me.
Are you ready?
No, I'm not.
I also heard from a little bird producers that we'll be doing some storytelling.
Oh,
So for the weaker Bahasa speakers, such as myself
And me,
maybe Pam,
myself.
we've discussed that we will do as many sound effects as possible.
Let's see what's been practiced. Okay. Not bad.
Is that how your cat
Animal
sounds?
sounds.
It's so
Is it relevant?
it's so authentic.
Okay.
Yeah, we're ready for all the sound effects.
I think you guys are ready.
Thanks.
Shall we?
I live for approval.
Yes.
I live for validation.
Yeah.
Are you all excited?
Super. Bye.
Good. Yes. Good job.
Hello everyone, my name is Nur Aisyah. I am 12 years old.
Amazing.
I live in Surabaya.
Surabaya.
Cakap hello Ben. Say hi Ben. Dah sarapan?
Udah dong.
Udah. Tadi
Nizam makan apa Nizam?
Ayam sama tempe.
saya juga suka makan ayam goreng. Ayam goreng sangat enak.
Siapa suka makan martabak?
Bagus banget.
Dad bought Ahmad a new toy. It was a little blue car.
Ayah membeli Ahmad permainan yang baru. Ianya kereta biru.
Thank you so much for thinking of me, Dad. I love the little blue car. She's made Dad smile.
Terima kasih Bapa membelikan Ahmad kereta biru yang baru. Ahmad suka sangat dengan kereta ini. Ini membuat Bapa Ahmad senyum.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
So happy too.
So happy. Yay.
Bagaimana kita nak membuat tempat alat tulis? Step 1.
So how can we show our gratitude? What do we say to the people we are grateful for?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Terima kasih Kak.
Terima kasih adik-adik.
I am William. Right now, I'm working as a program manager of Sattad Academy in Yayasan Hope Indonesia. I like to see the smile on children's face, especially when they said in Bahasa, they said, Kak Will, aku bisa nih. Look how proud they are when they can do something, when they can explain something.
Belajar mengetahui lebih tentang Singapura, lebih belajar bahasa Inggris lah Kak.
Menambah wawasan, teman-teman banyak dan berkenal dengan kakak-kakaknya. Menggambar dan bercerita.
Jalan-jalan, lihat kereta gede, stasiun, bandara.
Yeah, so what is one takeaway that y'all took from today?
First of all, I definitely love just engaging with the kids. I mean, the fact that, we were doing it virtually and yet they were listening, they were answering questions and they were also doing the activities. It was very enriching for them. But at the same time, I think it's also nice that we were able to do our part, to volunteer as well, take time. And I think it's something that I would do again.
There was something kind of like profound about the experience, because it felt like, again, you're tapping into this bigger tapestry of the world, and you get to volunteer overseas but virtually, and there was a beautiful feeling of being a part of something bigger than yourself and connecting with people across, wonderful kids across, and 1010 would do that again.
I think for me, it's how I feel like I've spent my time very wisely and in a very meaningful manner, because to sort of understand how the kids are feeling on the receiving end, right? Like more of, wow, you see, we're taking our time to teach them something and they're very excited to see us. It makes me feel as if like I didn't have to spend a lot of time, it's 1 or 2 hours and it makes someone's day. Even though there's the distance, like what they've mentioned, right, it's virtual, but you can tell that they're very appreciative that we've taken time out to spend with them.
The kids will definitely like to see you again. Yeah, I think we'll also like to see you again, obviously, because we love your energy today, and I think you guys make really good facilitators for first timers, I think, right? But I think it's also important to know that we are not helping them because we are a better country or we are more developed. But we just want to reach out to them, reach out to more people around the world, overseas communities. And now with the less limitations of technology, right, we get to do more and we get to give back to them and reach out to communities that are also developing and will also be just as developed as we are.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for today.
Thanks.
Oh, what a wonderful day we had today.
It's a wrap.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap. Well, before we all go home, let's just think about what we did today. We got to storytell, we got to do some arts and craft, we got to connect with kids all the way from Indonesia. It was good,
And we got a lot of sound effects.
Yeah, we made so many. I don't know my mouth to make that many sound effects.
It felt like we were volunteering physically. Like it didn't feel different from what it usually feels like.
Yeah.
You know, being there, connecting with them emotionally, mentally.
You know, we might be able to connect with them physically soon because travel lanes are opening. You know, if we look to the future and you want to get on an airplane, we might get the chance very soon. So join us for some overseas volunteering expeditions. You can do so by... I feel something on my back. It's kind of strange. Can you maybe check it out? Oh, what? It's a QR code! What?
Wait, I think I have the same thing!
No! What are the odds? Anyway, we should stand still for a
don't be
while.
salty lah.
Yeah, you can pause this video or you can check out the QR code right now. You can scan.
We'll link you to more of our causes, our programs, and we'll also let you know how you can be a part of our volunteering shenanigans.
If you want to check out all our shenanigans from last week, in case you missed it, you can check out episode 1 in this link.
And we'll see you next week on What
Are you doing this week?
Not next week, this week.
We'll see you next week and ask you what are you doing
This
next
week.
But we use the term this week.
We'll see you next time and we'll ask you what you're doing this time.
Time is a concept, it's relative.
Some students said to their friends at school, hey, I visit Singapore. I have friends in Singapore. You know that Indonesia is a big country. So the Youth Club Singapore only meets students around Jakarta. But during online, they can meet from the students from all over Indonesia, like from Sumatra Island, Java Island, Borneo Island, Sulawesi Island, and so on.
Semoga kakak-kakak yang di WCS sukses terus. Semangat terus buat kakak YCS. Untuk kakak-kakak YCS, terima kasih sudah mengajar di HOT. Semoga kalian tetap memberikan ilmu kepada teman-teman yang lainnya. Dan selalu jaga kesehatan ya.